romantic image of sailing is a canvas full of wind. That feeling of the boat just leaning into the breeze and finding its groove. But honestly, when you've got 4,000 miles to cover and a schedule to keep, the reality is a lot less romantic. Because we're behind schedule before we've even really started. We're still stuck in the maze of the Chesapeake, and today, the wind isn't really there. The bay is teasing us with these tiny puffs, but it's not enough to work with to actually move the boat at the speed that we need. We'd love to just sit here and wait for a strong breeze, but we need to get going to make it south on time. So we're making the call every sailor hates. We're furling the sails and using the motor to keep us on track. The engines are on, and that's just how it has to be. That constant hum is a total buzzkill, a reminder that we're burning through our fuel and our budget just to stay on the timeline. We came here to be self-sufficient, but today, we're just a motorboat.
It's actually pretty comfortable. You can come down here. This is pretty cool. Just had morning coffee and kind of napping, even though I probably should be watching closer, but the boat's driving itself. This is the view. I'm choking myself with my life vest that Jon insists that I wear, because he's paranoid that I'm going to fall off, even though I think that'd be really hard to do considering there's no wind. But yeah, it's nice. I laid out on the trampoline earlier. I'm looking out for sea creatures and I don't see any, but I think that's just cold. And they've already gone south for winter, which is what we're doing.
Even at full throttle, it feels like we're crawling. The Chesapeake isn't exactly a wilderness yet. It's more like a marine highway. We're dodging channels, markers, and these massive container ships that definitely don't care about a little boat like Tumbleweed. You see them on the horizon as a tiny speck, and 10 minutes later, they're a wall of steel towering over your mast. It's kind of like a game of Frogger, but in slow motion. You can't just relax and enjoy the view. Your eyes are constantly shifting from the water to the chart plotter and then back to the water. You're scanning for these tiny floats, crab pots, that are just waiting to tangle our props and bring everything to a grinding halt. And then there are the radar blips. The blobs of red on the chart plotter that could be a tugboat, a fishing pier, or just a flock of birds looking for their next meal. On land, stress is the morning commute in rush hour traffic. Out here, stress is a 900-foot cargo ship coming at you in a narrow channel. We're plodding our way south through this maze of the Chesapeake, just waiting for the shore to finally disappear. We're looking for that moment where the water turns a different shade of blue, when the traffic finally disappears, and the open water adventure to finally begin. Pretty nice day today. Not that cold, although we are pretty bundled up. Sunny, no wind. We made only 20 nautical miles of progress yesterday because we were futzing around with the sails. I mean, it was a good experience because we have to learn at some point. And it was nice to do in low winds. We need to get out of the Chesapeake.
We really need to get out of the Chesapeake
if we're gonna make it to Key West in the next month. So we're motoring today. There's like 4 knots of apparent wind and the current's flowing out, so we're kind of Surfing the current, going 7 knots right now. We're making pretty good progress.
I think we've actually probably gone about the same distance since we woke up today as we did all of yesterday. So, you know,
Yeah.
not too bad.
Yeah, not bad. Since the wind didn't show up today, we're in catch-up mode and have to lean on the engines to help with the pace. But navigating the bay at night, that's a recipe for a complete disaster. Between the commercial traffic, fishing stakes, and small boats without transponders, it's just not worth the gamble once the sun goes down. It's late November, so the days are getting really short. We're trying to squeeze every last minute out of the daylight, pushing right up until dusk. But once that sun dips, navigating through the bay is a navigational challenge. It's like driving down a road with all the headlights off. So we have to pull over and find a safe spot to hide out for the night. The ocean is calling the shots right now, and whether we like it or not, we have to listen.
Haven't really done a lot today. The water is super, super calm, so it's been really nice and relaxing. Just kind of hanging out, sunbathing because it's really cold to be anywhere other than directly in the sun. Yeah, listening to music, reading, resting, watching boats come back, go by.
We finally find a little spot near Sandy Point to drop the hook right as the light disappears. After a long day of navigating the Chesapeake, there's this specific ritual we look forward to. You reach for the panel, take a deep breath, and finally, turn that engine off. That silence that follows is honestly the best part of the day. You can actually hear the water lapping against the hull again. And suddenly, the sounds of the bay start rushing back in. It's pretty awesome out here. It's just us in this quiet anchorage and a beautiful, untouched landscape full of life. Flocks of birds are migrating south. The moon and the stars begin to punch through the rapidly darkening sky. All that noise from the land finally just fades away. Tomorrow, we're crossing our fingers for enough wind to actually do some real sailing and give the engines a rest. Tonight, we're just gonna hole up in this quiet little pocket of the bay, cook a hot meal, and enjoy the stillness out here. We're just biding our time, waiting for that moment when the shore finally drops below the horizon and the real adventure to begin. Thanks for being part of the journey. We'll catch you wherever the wind blows next. See you guys next time.